geartodj.com.
This is the NS7 FX. The NS7 is essentially your tabletop surface controller with motorized wheels. And of course, if you're a turntablist, you'll appreciate that because the feel of working with a vinyl record that's moving, there's nothing that can beat it. It's got a slip mat underneath, it's got real vinyl on the top, it's got a high torque motorized motor right here. You have your full complement of pitch controls. Because it's a digital controller, you also have things like key lock. You have the ability of manipulating your songs with seamless loops, the ability to half and double those things. You have your hot cue points. You have your ability to sync sides equally together. So the advantage, of course, of software is that you can hit a button and automatically your songs are beat aligned. If you want to jump through the track, we have this very unique feature called Strip Search. Strip Search is something that we came out with that was designed to replace the idea of needle dropping. Normally you take a needle, move it across. If you want to move across the track now, you just hit a point within the strip and it just jumps within the track in the software. The NS7 comes with Serato Itch. Serato Itch is a full-fledged software that is very much like Scratch Live. It adds additional features based upon the surface controller that's connected with. You don't need a mouse to use this. You have a full complement of controls right here designed to find your tracks and send them to either deck. With the latest version of Itch, Itch 1.5, you can use the delete button as a shift function and actually add more functionality such as sorting your crates and playlists into different orders. You have things like history built into here where you can go back and see what you played at a previous gig. So if you have a brain fart, you're trying to figure out what you're going to play next, you can actually go into the software, look underneath the history of what you played in a previous performance and find a track maybe from that. Now we're shipping the NS7 with the NS FX, and the whole system is called the NS7 FX now. And so as we've shifted over to the NS7 FX, we put in the NS FX, which is your control section for all your effects. The effects are unlocked within the Itch software when you add this in. It mounts directly to the laptop stand that's included with the NS7, and the functionality is that you can assign it to either deck. You can assign your effects to the master, you can assign your effects to auxiliary input, and you can also daisy chain them together. So you can put effects on top of effects while spinning on the deck. The effects are, right now there's a dozen effects in there. It's always being updated by Serato. You can add things, there's things like echo, there's a bit crusher, there's a reverb. You just select the effect that you want, push the button to add the effect to the deck. You have your wet-dry control here, and you have a parameter adjustment, and of course you have your on-off with it. You can also set the BPM of the effects to be slightly different than what you have here on the deck. So if you're trying to create a unique transition, you can do that by using the tap control that's on the NSFX. This is the NS7 FX from Numark. Been available for a year now, and if you don't have one already, it's time to get one.
geartodj.com.